Alright, so I wanna share a quick tip, no? Especially for people na marunong na makinig ng music, di ba? So, a lot of those who play by ear and parang natatakot mag-dive in or delve into music theory. Ano ba yung best way to get into it, no? Note reading, chord progressions, yung mga ganyan. Bakit nga ba kayo natatakot? Huwag kayong matakot, okay? Let me give you a way for you to understand it better. Yan. So, yung iba, kaya sila natatakot sa pag-intindi ng music theory is because they feel like music theory is so structured and rigid na para bang kapag pinasok nila yung mundo na yan, parang makukulong sila. But in reality, pwede naman siyang pabaliktad gawin, no? So, ano yung ibig ko sabihin? This applies only for people na marunong na tumugtog, ah. So, kung beginner ka, well, maybe you could use this advice as well. But basically, kung may alam ka na, kung ano man yung tawag mo dun sa ginagawa mo, it doesn't really matter when it comes to performance, no? So, sabi ko nga, parang for example, note reading. Iba yung note reading ng basa lang sa pag nagtumutugtog ka na or nagpe-perform ka na, 'di ba? Kasi you don't need to say na that note is do, ganyan, or that note is re. What's important is you know where it is on your instrument and kaya mo siyang i-play in tune on time. Yun lang naman eh. No? So, it's not really that hard to understand theory. So, ako, lagi ko sinasabi, music theory is labeling the signs and symbols na nakikita mo, labeling the sound as well, no? So, it's basically just a label, no? Maggamit nyo rin to when you start memorizing, especially kung hindi kayo familiar sa mga terms, no? Like for example, sa forms kasi, when we talk about classical music forms, di ba? Merong mga exposition, development, recapitulation, or whatever, yeah. You can use words or terms that speak to you, no? Yung paano niyo siya naintindihan. As long as naintindihan niyo siya. And then, yung words na yon i-attribute nyo dun sa mga formal terms or jargon na ginagamit. Yan. Para hindi kayo mahirapan. Like, for example, you call it A section or whatever, di ba? B section yung isa. So, alam mo kung ano yung where one section starts and ends. That's enough for you to be able to play. Ngayon, yung theory kasi, basically is standardizing those things. Para lahat ng marunong sumunod sa theory, pag sinabi nilang ganito, pag sinabi nilang ganyan, alam nila agad kung nasaan. So, okay matakot na parang magkamali or baka sabihin nyo na mahirap siya, ganyan. Syempre, pag inisip nyo na mahirap talaga siya. But, if you have your own understanding, go ahead, use it. And then, try to, parang, instead of, yung iba kasi ang iniisip nila, kalimutan ko lahat na natutunan ko, tapos aralin ko to. No? When it comes to theory nga, no? Pero hindi dapat ganoon. So, kung ano yung meron ka, i-attribute mo lang siya kung ano yung sinasabi. Like for example, chord progressions, di ba? If you have your own system, go ahead, use it. Pero, try to standardize it by knowing the terms na ginagamit sa industry. Parang ganun lang, di ba? Para hindi kayo mahirapan. Again, for memorizing, it's the same thing. Ako, personally, I don't use formal language when we talk about yan, kunwari, nag-memorize ako ng violin concerto. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na, sa exposition, ganito, ganyan. Ako, ganun din eh. Section A, Section B, Section C. Pwede naman yun, no? As long as ikaw mismo sa sarili mo, naiintindihan yung sinasabi mo or yung ginagawa mo, that's fine. And if it helps you memorize those things, no? Pero, pag pinag-usapan na siya on a theoretical level, yun, ibang usapan yun. Kailangan mo na talagang aralin. But in the case of performances, usually ganyan, no? Sa kids, ganun din, di ba? When I start young kids, di naman pwedeng sabihin mo, this is the A part, B part, ganyan, di ba? Minsan, ginagawan pa natin ng laro, di ba? So, if you take it into the application side, kasi yung theory, ginagamit lang naman siya to explain, di ba? Especially for performers, no? Of course, iba rin yung theoretical talaga. But this applies to those na parang natatakot magbasa ng nota, natatakot na intindihin yung mga charts ng may nota. So it's not that hard if you look at it that way. So it's more of like expanding your repertoire. Parang ganun. Ine-expand mo yung knowledge mo. Don't think na, dahil you play by ear, mahirapan ka na magbasa ng nota. Pero you can, again, I don't separate those things. Diba? Sabi ko nga, pag memorize mo na, you're basically playing by ear. Diba? Wala nang nota-nota dyan. What you're talking about when you master something is the music in its entirety. So, if you look at it that way, nagiging mas forgiving, siguro, we can say that mas madali siyang ma-absorb, no? So again, use whatever term you have in your head. Kapag nagpe-perform kayo, that's totally fine. And then, try to give it that name. Diba? Sabi ko nga, naming lang naman yan mostly ng theory. No? Para lang mas madali nating ma-identify. Intervals, for example. Chord progressions. Types of chords, diba? Major, minor, diminished, augmented, kung ano man yung tawag mo dun, no? Mo lang, isa-substitute mo lang. So, kung may alam ka na, when it comes to playing, no, yung mga nag-guido, hindi po mahirap ang music theory. It's just a matter of understanding. So, kung ano yung understanding mo of it, how you label them, just try to look at the other side, yung standard. Yun lang naman yun eh. It's standardization. So, huwag kayong matakot mag-aral ng nota, ng chord progressions, ng intervals, all of those things. Kasi, it's all for you to gain, no? Kasi marami pa rin ako nakikita na parang, play by ear lang ako, hanggang dito na lang ako. No? Meron ka na ng skill eh. Kailangan mo lang lagyan ng pangalan yung mga ginagawa mo. And that is what music theory is on the surface, no? If we simplify everything. Yeah. So sana katulong to. If it did, comment down below. Kung may mga questions pa, and I'll see you on the next one. Good luck sa inyo.